Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sparrowcus and welcome back to the Robber Baron DLC. Well, almost. It's the other one. Another question.
What do you want?
So it's not your necklace then, okay. Where's the other guy? Noggin?
I'd like to ask. I have.
Hey, where's it? Where's it, fucker?
Before all this,
You wouldn't believe me.
I was a sentry at Wate.
God damn it. I don't know where he is. Maybe he's inside here. So let's talk to that,
Not to let you pass.
What? Why not? I thought... Huh? Didn't they say he was ready to receive me now? What the F, man? Wait a minute.
I'm so hungry. I can eat.
Where's that motherfucker? There he is.
Ask away. That's all.
Wait, I'm confused now.
Should I stay home?
Huh?
I was told not to let you pass.
Get the hell out of here. There's nothing.
Why not? What the hell? Wrong button.
What in God's name is he up to?
Can I pickpocket you now? Not when you're standing like that. Fuck. I'm confused.
You need help. Around like a footpath.
Wait, you don't have any dice anymore, so... What? Did I break the... Alphonse, evil die, devil die. Okay. I guess I just have to leave then. I can tell the guy who the killer is, I guess. Myself. There's a quest over here. Now? Yeah, we haven't even done the quest with that drinking with the Uzits guy. Yeah, well. I think I know what the problem was. I was invited by that robber baron to come and talk to him, but I didn't go and play the tournament. I should have. And I think that's why he was like, insulted by it. And I should have gone over there to talk to him first, I guess.
I have good news for you, Sir Anselm. I know who killed your friend. Who was it? It was Mladotta, one of the brigands. How did you find out? From the dice. All right. I'll take care of it from here. And I owe you for helping me. Here, Henry, take this. I'm sorry I don't have more on me. But if you're ever in Prague, come and look me up and I'll see you're well taken care of. It's been a pleasure, Sir Anselm. Godspeed.
Oh, alright. I'm not even sure if he's really the murderer, because we didn't really have a confirmation. I mean, he could have won the dice, or...
Yeah.
I don't know. Stole him. Whatever. But... Well, none of our concern, I guess. Good. I guess off we go to fucking Hans, mate. What's this? What's Capen doing? What the fuck's he doing over there? Motherfucker. Alright, let's have a look at what this quest here is. Just, look and then we'll see. Wait, it's you again? Are you about the tournament?
I hope I can be of... Well, my lad, I can't help you there.
So that was just a ruse, huh? Apparently. Alright. Alright. So, that quest with the apothecary.
God.
We're still on that.
I have everything we need.
Excellent. In that case, I'm ready too.
Let's meet after dark at the crossroads beyond Ledechko.
I'll be there.
Good. Alright. See you there. In the meantime, Hansi!
Yeah.
God be with you, lad.
I've got that necklace.
Excellent news! I'm not going to ask you how you did it. Here's a reward for you. Now you can carry on with your next task. I want you to sneak the jewellery into Carolina's trunk along with this letter.
Can't I just hand them to her?
You cannot! Under no circumstances must she find out who sent them. Otherwise the whole secret admirer ploy is fucked. Oh, and by the way, Henry, watch out for the butcher. He keeps a very close eye on his daughter, and if he catches you sniffing around, well, may all the saints preserve you. Once you've delivered the things, wait a day, and then come back and see me. Take care.
Yeah, bye. Alright. Where is it? I need words. Over there? Ah, boy. Alright. Oh, seriously? Oh, could I go through here? That'd be awesome if you just, could sneak up through there. How did I do this? There you go. That'd be awesome. But no. Hello, doggy.
Who are you? You there! Stop! When I find him.
Hey, wait.
Surrender! Stop! You're up.
Didn't do nothing.
What are you doing? This definitely.
Oh, come on.
Just look, I can't tell you.
Alright.
Well, I never. Hey, you! What are you doing? Fuck off before I lose my temper.
Oh, damn it. I didn't read the letter. Oh, well. Hansi boy, my man. I was very discreet.
I don't know yet. You've...
Good luck then.
Been so discreet, nobody noticed me. At all. Is that him? I think that's him.
How are you? Goodbye.
Guess I have to wait until midnight. No problem. We're not going to do the Rata tournament.
We're here. Come with me.
Really? Alright, let's go by foot then. I would like to piss in that grave.
The exorcism so we can go and get some sleep.
Ziana Kanba. Zikia Kanba. Galubara. Namtabara. Ashakbara. Kikimbara. Ziana Kampa. Zikia Kampa. Galubara. Nam
What's that? Go on. That's what matters. Just keep going.
I think that's enough. The ghost must surely be banished by now. Now let's get out of here before something worse appears. Go and see the widow tomorrow to find out if it helps. I'm going home.
Thanks for the help.
You mean thanks for nothing?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Wait a minute. Shit. Did I record that? I didn't record that, didn't I? Fuck. Well, shit, I didn't record this. So Jamoro is still visited by Lara, the ghost. No, not Lara. Lara's the wife. But that didn't help. Now she wanted us to go to the Parish Priest. I told her to go fuck herself. Because, yeah, she can go and fuck herself. That's about that. You know, if Sir Hans Capon can have an amorous adventure, so we can do too. Where is she? Where the fuck she go? How did you manage to get out of there? Hot damn, woman. Hot damn.
I've got something for you. I hope you won't.
Thank you.
Fuck Mutt. Although I can get
I'd
Mutt.
like to take...
All right.
On our travels.
You come to
Of course.
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll?
I'd love to.
Wait, we're not at the inn. That's different now. What?
Listen, Teresa. There's something I ought to tell you.
What is it? What's troubling you?
Oh, really?
I'm not quite sure how to tell you, so I'll just spit it out. So Radzig Kobyla is... my father.
And King Wenceslas is my cousin. Oh, you really had me going.
No, I'm serious.
What? But, Henry, how on earth could...
Well, he put his wee-wee in my mama's pee-wee.
It turns out Sir Radzig and my mother had some... romance. Of course, he couldn't marry a commoner.
And your father? I mean the blacksmith. God, that sounds so odd. I mean Martin.
He knew Sir Radzig from way back. Martin... Pa married her before I was born. To protect her reputation. And raise me as his own.
And Sir Radzig allowed it?
Sure. Actually, I get a feeling the whole thing was agreed between them. Sir Radzig was glad she wasn't left alone with a child.
My God, Henry, that's just... And what will that mean for you?
I'm a noble bastard.
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
Well, it all depends on Sir Radzig, doesn't it? As his illegitimate son, I don't have any rights as such. But it's not like I've suddenly become a noble like Capon. And even though Sir Radzig has publicly acknowledged me, well, sort of, it hasn't really changed anything.
And if Sir Radzig decided to make a real noble of you, would you want that?
Me become a noble? Fine clothes, hunting, drinking wine from a gold goblet, and stuffed pheasant for breakfast? Ha! Of course! Who wouldn't want it?
I think there's a little more to it than that, Henry. You'd have huge responsibilities.
True. But anyway, it's not important what I want. A bastard will always be a bastard.
I don't know. All sorts of things can change. Would you still care for me, a common millmaid, if you were a nobleman?
That would be inappropriate. I love it. But no, we're a nice guy now, and we fell in love with her.
Of course. I'll always be fond of you. Nothing will change that.
I'll remember that. I hope you won't regret those words.
No fear of that.
Well, I didn't expect that. But alright. Wait, we were in a tavern and our nourishment is still down? What the fuck? God, these black screens, man.
Time passes so quick. Come and see me.
Wouldn't you?
What, now? I can't. But stop by later.
Later? There is no later, woman.
God be with you, lad.
I delivered the things as you asked.
I already know. My spies told me everything. She was wearing the necklace this morning, as I asked in the letter.
So you'll go to the rendezvous with her?
Certainly not. I'm not going to pounce on her like a bull in rutting season. Her feelings must be allowed to mature gradually. Meanwhile, you'll get a potion for me.
I thought you didn't believe in witches' brews.
This is no witch's brew. It's an absolutely tried and tested elixir called Musk of Infinite Allure. There's a fellow in Sasau who sells it, and he guarantees its success.
Musk of Infinite Allure? Sounds irresistible. All right, I'll try and get it for you.
I'm sure I can rely on you. Here's some coin for your costs. Good luck, then.
Man, I should have done this quest here a lot earlier, because it doesn't make sense. Oh, it's a charlatan. No. Didn't you say in Sasso? But that's Latichko. I don't know. But, you know, like, this quest was...
Yeah.
They kind of wrote this like a quest that you're supposed to do, you know, at the epilogue. But it doesn't make any sense. Especially because he first walked all the way over to the camp. And then said, oh yeah, but before we go, we're going to do something completely different. Because fuck you, that's why. What the? I mean, just what the? You know? What the hooch? Now, of course, it's a charlatan.
Well, who have we here?
Ah, the prodigal son returns. I knew you'd come back to me one day.
Let me guess. You saw it in a dream?
I knew you were going to say that.
I had a dream of my own.
You too? So you learned something from me after all?
Yeah, it was just when I was getting pummeled by a mob of very irate villagers.
That unfortunate misunderstanding. What can you do?
Misunderstanding, yeah. I tried to explain that to them, but they were too busy kicking my arse to listen. I've heard you know of some irresistibility potion or whatever it is.
Naturally. Musk of Infinite Allure. An age-old recipe, maybe even older. Tested by Moses himself.
Moses?
How do you think he managed to get his people to follow him through the desert for 40 years? It's extremely potent.
Yeah, so it would seem. How much do you want for it?
Who do you take me for? The wisdom of the ancients isn't something that's bought and sold in the marketplace. Did Jesus charge for his miracles? But since you ask, how about this much?
What? That much? You're a crook.
As King Solomon said, honesty is for those who can afford it. If you like, I can mix the elixir for you in exchange for a small favor.
Oh, not again.
Now, is that any tone to use with your master? For shame.
Apologies, master. I was carried away by my thirst for knowledge.
I understand your impatience, but the way to wisdom is narrow and arduous.
And leads out the window. So what is it you want from me now?
Ah, my dear apprentice, everything's gone to the devil. I'm living from hand to mouth, sleeping on straw, and the local peasants won't buy from me. They say they don't trust me, as if I was some kind of charlatan. Can you believe it? Does this look to you like the face of a swindler? I'm an honest trader in sacred goods, whose only concern is the welfare of troubled souls.
A regular good Samaritan.
And any time now the slanderous gossip will spread here from Sasau. I should leave before things get worse. But I can't go anywhere until I've made a bit of coin. So what's needed is to give the locals a bit of encouragement, to open their hearts and purses.
I'm not going to go around beating people for you.
What do you take me for? I wouldn't hurt a fly. Violence is for the dull-witted. We must gently demonstrate to them the necessity of buying my remedies. For example, to ward off a revenant.
Revenant? What revenant?
The dead return from the grave, a corpse that the soul is unable to depart from, which wanders among the living, filled with rage at its wretched...
Well, I have one at the butcher's.
Yeah, I saw something like that once. But it was just some drunk going home from the tavern after losing all his money at dice.
Don't make light of such things. Now tell me, do you know how to deal with a revenant?
Sticking with the pointy end. There you go.
Garlic and a crucifix should be enough, right?
Those are things everyone should have, to repel malign spirits and other evils. You are my trained apprentice, but the ignorant villager is entirely at a loss how to deal with such dark forces. It is our sacred duty to prepare them for such threats.
And how do you propose to do that?
Well, they're all doubting Thomases. They need proof. We'll need a grave, an empty grave that we can use. There's one along the way to Sasau, but it's got one minor shortcoming.
What's that?
Well, it's not entirely empty.
Not entirely? What does that mean?
You have to dig it up first.
But that's a sin.
Refusing to help the needy is also a sin. I haven't had a decent meal for 40 days and 40 nights.
My conscience is clear where your stomach is concerned. Disturbing a grave is a grave sin.
The grave is not in hallowed ground, so that's hardly worth one Lord's Prayer and penance. I asked a priest once, just out of curiosity.
Oh, in that case.
I'll need a spade then.
Yes, dig it.
And what am I to do with the remains?
Keep them. Human remains are always handy to have around.
Great. And how do we spread the word of this revenant?
There's a gossip in every village. Here, too, a woman who'll spread news quicker than a dozen men.
And what am I to tell this gossip?
All you have to do is casually mention the empty grave, and before evening, I'll wager the whole village will know about it.
Where does this woman live?
The last house on the left, on the road to Sasau. She was the first person I met here, and by the time I reached the village green, I already had a mob looking suspiciously at me. The rumor-mongering fishwife.
And that's all?
Not quite. You should ask her who was buried there. So we've got a story to work with.
So, dig up the grave, talk to the gossip.
And the remains. Don't forget to remove them. Otherwise, no one will believe in the revenant.
I might have known any task for Capon would turn into some insane escapade. Grave robbing. Jesus.
Good thing we're drunk. So, we don't really care much about the repercussions.
Yeah.
From Jesus Christ. Jesus Christo. Right. Are we going the right way? Almost. So, yeah. And also, it's like you said, it's like, Hail Mary or something in penance. So that's fine. It's not on hollow ground. It's okay. People, it's okay. The moonshine, I drank moonshine, that's why. It's like, it's okay, people. It's okay. It's going to be a bit drunk, just a teeny tiny bit drunk. It's okay. I have a good judgment. It's Judgment Day because it's such a good judgment. Oh boy. Where the fuck's the grave? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Oh, there you go. Hello. Oh, fucking mutt. Mutt off. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. No. No. God damn it. There you go. Whew. All right, let's put the remains somewhere down the river here. Ouch. Ouch. Mm. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Jesus.
Ugh.
Not as shallow as it looks.
Almost drowned here. Wait, where's that shit? Is it here? We can't drop it. We have to keep it. Alright then. Hello, woman.
God be with you, good wife. Has something happened here?
Heavens no. It's quiet here, unlike some other places.
And what about that empty grave?
What empty grave would that be now?
The one beyond the village, alongside the road to Sasau. Just by the river, on the Pine Headland.
How would you know it's empty? Unless it was dug up.
Oh, it's dug up all right. Freshly. And empty. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Lord in heaven, what in the name of...
How come it's not in hallowed ground, anyway? Only unrepentant sinners are buried like that. Usually.
I don't like to say. It's an old wound that's best forgotten.
Whose grave is it?
Well, once a long time ago there was a young charcoal burner living here with his wife. There was always a lot of charcoal burners here, but this fellow worked alone. That's not an easy job for one man.
No one wanted to work with him, or what?
Oh, he was a hard-headed fellow who always wanted to take care of his family himself.
I can understand that. It's always better to work for yourself than break your back for someone else.
His wife was expecting, though no one knew it yet. He wasn't doing well at all. Soon enough, they had nothing to eat. And so he took to thieving.
Oh no, stealing is wrong!
Well, thieving is wrong.
Aye, but when there's a child on the way and your wife hasn't the strength to get out of bed for the hunger, well, you ought to think differently.
And did he get caught?
Well, at first it was just a few eggs going missing from people's hen coops. But then it was anything that wasn't nailed down. And in the end, they caught him.
And I suppose he was harshly punished for it.
Even then, he didn't let on why he was doing it. They whipped the skin off his back and banished him from Leditchko.
So justice was done then?
It wasn't enough for some folk. When the butcher found out he'd never get any compensation, he wanted them to chop off the charcoal burner's hands. If the bailiff hadn't talked sense into him, he'd have done it himself with his cleaver.
Well, he got off lightly enough then.
And in the end, he got what was coming to him, and more.
The butcher caught up with him?
No, no. It was the mills of God turning slowly but surely. His wife bled to death in childbirth, and the child died with her.
God have mercy on their souls.
Amen.
Nothing could have been done to save them.
There was no one there. He had no one who would care for his wife. They say on that day, he parted ways with God forever, and he turned his back on the village too. I reckon he never forgave himself, nor us either.
The Lord moves in mysterious ways. But how did he end up?
Don't ask me that, lad. I beg you.
Come now, good wife. You can't leave the story unfinished.
I said no. Will you let it lie?
You're a fucking gossip woman. Hey, charlatan.
How are you?
How are you?
I know who was buried in that grave. A young charcoal burner.
So begins the tragic tale of the young charcoal burner who became entangled with the devil himself.
Oh, don't start. What devil? I'm trying to tell you. Ugh. He was from Ledetchko. He was trying to eke out a living for himself and his wife, but he couldn't manage. When she fell pregnant, he took to stealing.
Pride drove him from the straight and narrow path, and soon he sold his soul to the devil to fill his stomach.
They caught him and punished him, but some of the people he'd robbed didn't think it was enough. Then when his wife died in childbirth, and the child too, he blamed everyone for it. Even God, apparently.
But when the time came to pay his debt to hell, the devil had no use for his soul and took his wife and child instead. The charcoal burner cursed God, who struck him down in righteous vengeance. But the dead man's soul never left his body. He came back as a revenant to vent his rage at God and men and take vengeance on the living.
Jesus, did you listen to what I said at all?
Sorry, did you say something?
Oh, never mind. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, the question is, what would the revenant do to get revenge on the villagers? Well, apprentice?
The gossip mentioned the butcher. It seems he was infuriated that the charcoal burner's punishment was too lenient.
And the revenant spoiled their meat with his malign touch.
How's that?
Spoiled meat is a classic example of a revenant's power.
Huh. I thought it was the work of bad butchers.
That too, sometimes.
So, I should switch the good meat for bad at the butcher's. What about the butcher woman?
What about her?
Well, her conscience is still troubled on account of her man, and she feels haunted. This won't help her much.
What's that got to do with you?
Well, I want to help her.
All right, if you can find some other solution, you don't have to switch the meat. But I wouldn't worry about her. But make sure it's the same kind of meat. Not even a revenant will turn a cow into a chicken.
He was stealing food from people, right? So, supposing he started again.
We should steal from people? Disgraceful. Have you no shame?
Maybe just a few eggs from hen coops, like the gossip mentioned.
Well, that wouldn't be too serious a sin. Will they put it down to the revenant, though?
They would, if I put some charcoal there instead.
And their nourishment he turned into ash.
What about his wife and child? No doubt he'd want to avenge their death.
Well, how did they die?
In childbirth.
And when his love turned to rage, the water turned to blood. Nothing too original, but it's tried and tested. If you do it at the baths, everyone will hear of it.
How am I supposed to do that? It might be a bit suspicious if I'm seen walking around with a pail of blood.
No problem. There's a certain potion that will do the trick easily.
He cursed God. That's very serious.
What is it that most brings God to mind?
They don't have a church there. But everyone will have a rosary. I can't think of anything else.
That's it! If folks start losing their rosaries, they'll have sleepless nights over it.
You want me to steal rosaries? But that's...
Or just exchange them.
For what?
For nothing.
Great.
So, switch eggs for charcoal, switch the meat, color the water in the baths, and switch the rosaries. That ought to do it. I hope so. Of course, if you come up with anything else, don't let me hold you back. Talking to people might give you ideas. Traders, the bailiff.
Well, what if someone sees me in the act?
They mustn't. Otherwise, it'll end up like Sasau all over again. Don't draw attention to yourself.
Sure. And how would I know if I've succeeded?
I'll be the first to know. They'll come off you go.
Right.
Good luck then.
Wait a minute.
What about...
You still have them.
No, you said to keep them.
Oh.
What on earth for?
The bones of a revenant.
All right.
Splendid. God be with you.
Honestly, people, I don't want to do it. It's just too much.
About that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I need it right away.
I understand.
I won't be drinking it, fortunately.
luck then.
There you go. Oh wait, that's just the recipe? Oh, son of a bitch. Ah, son of a bitch. Well, that thing for infinite allure doesn't really do much. Nothing. Just food and energy. Nothing else. All right. Handsy boy. Handsy. Are you... Son of a bitch.
Greetings.
I got you that potion from the charlatan.
What charlatan? He's a man of learning who even cured the Pope of impotence. But thanks, Henry. I really appreciate your help.
Once I drink this potion,
Cured the Pope of impotence. Nice.
at my feet. But I'm only interested in one. The fairest creature on God's green earth.
Yeah, the butcher's daughter, I know. And then what?
A rendezvous. She and I, under the cloak of night. And you shall be my herald of exalted words. You will hide and prompt me from a book of poetry.
I'll do what?
Here's a book of poems. I'll need a little time to get ready. Meanwhile, you can learn some poems off by heart. You'll prompt me.
Learn poetry? Me? That sounds... well, not exactly...
Stop wasting time and get to it. Come back to me in a couple of hours. I have to get dressed up and groomed, and it'll take a while before the potion takes effect. Goodbye.
Boy. What is it? Pumps. What did this get? Son of a... Oh, there it is. No, boy. Oh, pick up a capon, huh? Let's see how he looks now.
Are you ready, Sir Hans?
Henry, something's gone wrong.
Open up. I'm not going to talk to the door.
Let me guess. It's a potence.
That potion tasted rather odd, and now I have a feeling my face is broken out. How do I look?
Nah.
You're imagining it, sir. You look as irresistible as ever, if not more.
But I feel as if I just fell face first into a nettle patch.
Well, you're just a little flushed from the excitement. It'll pass.
If you're sure. So, what do you think? Can we go to the rendezvous?
Why wait? Carolina won't be able to resist you.
All right, then. Lead on, Hart. And you, Henry, follow me.
Alright. Hopefully... No, shit. I was hoping for, you know, fast travel. But alright.
Girls have you had in your life? If you've had any at all, that is.
Well, there's been a few, but I'm sure I can't compare with you.
Ha! Very true. One day plays will be written about my amorous adventures.
Comedies or tragedies?
That might depend on how things go tonight.
So... Well, both. Either.
But she's already got a suitor.
Never bothered me.
Since the time her fellow threw me headfirst into a dung heap and kicked my arse for good measure.
It seems your future subjects don't hesitate to take a stick to you when it comes to minding the womenfolk.
I doubt he would have done it if he recognized me. I was, incognito.
Let me guess. You were hiding your face in pussy?
You'll hide behind a gravestone or in the bushes and don't budge from there. Otherwise you might scare her off.
Well, your face is gonna scare her off.
Time to get started.
How do you know it's her who will come out and not someone else?
She got the letter and necklace, didn't she? She knows that that is, her secret admirer is coming.
And what am I supposed to do?
What do you think, dolt? Prompt me from that book of poetry.
Oh, shut up, horse. Hide. Alright.
Who's there? I can't see you.
Your most ardent admirer, fair maid.
Uh-huh. And do you have a name?
What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would still be a flower, wouldn't it? Start.
Yeah, boy.
What are you saying? I can't hear you.
To love and be forlorn is like night without a dawn. To be close with naught to say, like winter frost in May.
To love and be forlorn is like night without a dawn. To be close is not the same, like intercourse in May.
No! To have lips and yet kiss not is like leaving grain to rot. To love without consummating is like unsown fields in the spring.
To have lips and yet kiss not is like a leaking chamber pot. To love without constant mating is like nuns all feel in the spring.
What are you saying?
What's that hissing?
It's, a feral goose here in the bushes.
I shall love you then, my dear, as long as you lie with me here. If you'll not give your all to me, no longer shall I bide with thee.
I shall let you drink my beer, as long as you, buy one for me. If you'll not give your ale to me, no longer shall I buy for
thee.
Jesus, Henry! What kind of yokel nonsense are you babbling? Me? You're the one who's babbling.
You're an odd
Awesome.
one. I've never heard such peculiar poetry in my life. Where on earth did you come up with it?
It's the latest fashion in France. You've done enough harm. Better shut up and leave it to me.
How did you like it, dearest?
Well, it was, Father is coming! Hide!
Who was that talking? If it's some dandy again, I'll gut with my filleting knife.
I didn't hear anyone.
Did you hear what he said? Oh, I have a bad feeling about this, Hans. I think we should...
Are you still there?
Still here, my love. How could I have apart from you?
Father's coming! He'll kill you!
He will not. Because it'll never cross his mind where I'll be. Henry, it's time for me to claim my prize. Whatever happens, cover my back. There you are, you seducer! Now you'll see how a butcher protects his daughter's honor.
Buy me time.
You got some explaining to do, you bastard!
So he's gonna fuck her right up there. Oh, nice.
What are you after, you bastard, sneaking around an honest citizen's house in the dark?
Well,
I went to mourn over the grave of my great-grandmother.
Oh, yeah. Then what are you doing right beneath my window, eh?
No, the question is, why are you trampling on great-granny's grave, eh?
Enough of your horse shit. One more word, and I'll have you.
Ah! What are you doing here?
Oh, my darling.
Get out! Get out or I'll call Papa!
My sweet. How can you be so cruel?
Hey, what was that?
Well, I think the neighbours are being a bit rowdy. Nothing to worry about.
I could have sworn it was from inside my house.
Well, what's that got to do with me?
Someone's been creeping around after my daughter. I come out, and I find you here. Quite a coincidence, eh? So, out with the truth.
You're quite mistaken. I've never laid eyes on your daughter, and if she looks anything like you, I'd rather keep it that way.
Why, you fucking...
What do you think you're doing? Climbing in here, uninvited?
Ma chérie, I came to court you.
Then go and court me from the courtyard.
Don't try to make a fool of me. I heard it clearly. What was that?
just a little breeze.
Probably just the evening breeze blowing down the chimney. That can make all sorts of weird noises.
Breeze? It sounded like voices to me.
Darkness and fear can do all sorts of things to a man's mind. But not to worry, good men. I'm here, and I know how to fight. Besides, those hands of yours look like brawlers too.
You really think I imagined it?
I heard voices too. Well, could have been voices. I wouldn't swear to it though.
Look, fellas, I was standing right here, and I didn't hear a thing. Do you take me for a madman?
Whatever you are, I want to know what you're doing under my daughter's window and who was talking to her. I heard it clear as day.
If you're looking for the fella that was here before me, why didn't you say so right away?
Ha! I knew there was someone here. Who was it? And which way did he go? Out with it!
I only caught a glimpse of him. He took to his heels as soon as he saw you coming. Wisely too, I'd say, judging from the look of you.
That voice sounded different to yours, though. But where did he get to? You must have seen him. Unless you're covering for him.
What? You don't love me?
No, and I told you, get out!
Well, how about a kiss at least?
Out, out, out!
Ja sem skutni hori kodelnikov syn.
What the fuck are you playing at? My patience is wearing thin.
Ja sem skutni hori kodelnikov syn.
Jesus, stop your damn screeching.
Na kopečku stála, plakala, plakala. Jesu, Jesu, Maria, volala, volala. Jesu, Jesu, Maria, Jesu, Jemine. Buddha leto chapet nebone. Buddha leto chapet nebone.
Christ almighty. Let's go, fellas. This one ain't right in the head. The guards will have him for screeching after curfew. Let's not get mixed up in it. But if I ever see you here again, I'll beat some sense into your idiot skull.
Mother of God! Who's there? Hey, what's that?
Yeah, boy. Alright. Let's see Hansy Boy in the morning. Well, we're supposed to talk to Hans in this bed here, but he ain't here. What the fuck? Oh, there he is. Different story.
God bless you.
How did it go with Carolina, Sans?
It was a disaster, Henry. A disaster.
How come? Didn't your recitation do the trick?
What kind of nonsense were you feeding me? Carolina thought I was a thief breaking in to rob the place. I tried to explain, but she wouldn't listen. She told me to get out, or she'd call her father.
Oh, you're lucky I managed to keep him busy. Only now he thinks I'm the village idiot.
Well, thanks for that, at least. Anyway, Carolina slammed the door in my face, so I suppose I'll have to look elsewhere for the love of my life.
Well, back to writing love letters.
To hell with love letters. Imagine. That silly goose couldn't even read.
Ah, shame. She missed out on something very rare.
Indeed. Here's the letter, Henry. Read it. At least you're capable of appreciating my literary talent. Read and learn from a poet. See you later.
So, that's it. That's the quest. My sweetest, I am your most devoted secret admirer. I don't care. Yeah, well... Alright, Hans? Ah, boy. Talk to Capon. Yeah, he's probably gonna walk now over there, right? Now. Like, okay, this quest over here, it doesn't make sense. Like, the quest, we should have done this one way earlier. Like, way earlier. And then, yeah, because here in the epilogue, it just doesn't make sense. They kind of included it, but it just doesn't make sense. He comes back here to Sasso. First, no, Ratai. First he leaves this place, then he comes back here again. It's more like, what? Why? Like, he should have given us the quest. This one here, right over here. Well, but before we leave, you know, when he was standing over here, he says like, okay, before we leave though, I would like to do this and this and that, you know. Okay, let's do that then. But he didn't, so it's like total bullshit. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Overall, I have to say, people, I'm not really sold on, well, pretty much every. No, one DLC is fine. The Woman's Slot DLC. That one was actually just fine. The other DLCs were, I mean, as additional content, yes, but overall, they were just, you know, there wasn't really much there most of the time. And, yeah, and they weren't really that good. Like this one over here also, I don't know, feels more like more work than more fun, really. I mean, they put in one or two jokes here and there, but overall, not that much. But DLCs, alright. But the game overall, God, I love this piece of software here. Fucking hell. Alright, well, that's it. There it is. Statistics. General. Total playtime 13 hours. I don't think so. Is it 130 hours? No. I played this game for 108 hours in total, so now total playtime. There you go. Total time. 13 hours doesn't make sense. Yeah, what time passed? 122. Money acquired. That can't be. Money owned. We owned more money than we acquired. Oh no, wait, there it is. Oh, right. Wait. We made 100. What? 12 million groschen? What? No. 1.2 million groschen. God damn it. I can't count. But yeah. Where did that million go? What the fuck? Bandages used, vault jumps, food eaten. Quite a lot of food eaten. Oh my god. Meat eaten, yeah. Fruit eaten, apples eaten. Only, really? Feels like a lot more. Man, we've eaten a lot of meat. I was focusing on that, eh? Quite a few potions, alright. Wine consumed. Distant traveled, oh my god. Ridden, most of it. Foot, run, blah 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 blah. It was slept 25 days. God damn it, man. 25 days sleeping. So we basically played for 100 days. The rest was sleeping. Time poisoned 7 minutes. Yeah, that was main time. Main mission. Times drunk 12 days. I like it. Yeah, we never became an alcoholic. Strange. $370 people and animals killed. Well, most of them are people. There you go. 311 people we murdered. 60 humans, 60 animals. No sheeps. No, really? 50 and 60, not bad. 8 of them headshots. People killed with headshots, right? Alright. 900 arrows. Okay, that wasn't actually not so. What? When did I fire 900 arrows? Oh, right. I played chumps and all that stuff. Right. Right. 6 combos. Yeah, I still don't know how to do combos because most of the time when you do a combo, the enemy is going to, do something to prevent you from doing combo. So there's no really much of a use to make a combo, honestly. Yeah, only 200,000 stolen. The rest was legitimate stuff. Yeah, we have done some bad things. I went to jail once, apparently. 100 quests completed. Exactly 100. Not bad. 8 failed. Money saved haggling, only 30,000. Doesn't seem worth it, really. Oh boy. 100, what? 115 works? Examined, really? Shit. Honing attempts, yeah, I never really did that. Almost a ton. I love it. Well, dice games one. It's dice at some point it just gets boring. There's it's a nice minigame, but that's what it is as a minigame, just a little distraction here and there when you want to. So, it's a good minigame. It fits the theme, it's not too hard, it's not too easy. But as soon as you get like a couple of dice, like I do, there's no way you're gonna lose. It's just impossible. Impossible! Come on, wake up, you lazy bastard.
How about it, Henry? Can we go? Are you ready for this?
Of course. At last I'll get to see more of the country and have a bit of an outing.
Quite.
Well, Hardcore Henry it is.
Let's get to it then. I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile. We're helping to save the king.
Instead of saving his drunken majesty, I'd rather find that whoreson who murdered my parents, get the sword back from him, and skewer him with it.
Cheer up, Henry. I have a feeling you'll get your chance one day, and it won't be long in coming. Forward, men! Audentes fortuna iubat!
Well, this is it, people. The end. I would like to thank you guys very, very much for watching, if you're still watching. Just get loud again. And, well, I can't wait for the next game from the Warhorse Studios. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And, yeah, it's been fun. It's been a very fun ride. And, well, this is it. The end. Finito. Well, in that case, I also gonna bid you farewell. It's been fun. Have a nice day.